All right, so radical equations. All right, let's just jump right in. All right, there's three different types of radical equations. This is type 1. All right, first thing you guys are going to want to do is just rewrite this problem. All right, so we have 8 radical with a root of 3, 10x minus 15 equals 17. All right, what would be the first step? Think about yesterday. Type 1 is actually close to this.
Plus 15.
Plus 15 on both sides is 100% correct. We are going to take our numbers, our constants, and get them over to one side. So what is 17 plus 15?
32.
There's 32, and then we can bring this down. We've got 8. And then we got 10x. Okay. All right. Now what?
Put 8 under 32.
We're going to divide this side by 8, because right now it's saying that it's multiplying, and we're going to undo that multiplication. So what is 32 divided by 8?
4.
It is 4. So now we have 3. We have 10x equals 4. All right, and then what are we going to do from here? Here's the new part.
Put the 3.
To undo a root, you must raise it to that root. Okay? So what's our root here, guys? 3. So all we're going to do is raise it to 3. And if you do it to one side, you must do it to the other. All right? So we have 4 rooted to 3, and we have 64. All right? So now this goes away, and we are left with 10x, and this is equal to 64. Now, how do we finish this problem?
Divide by 10.
Divide each side by 10. And what is x equal to?
It's a decimal. 6.4.
It is a decimal. We would plug this in our calculator as 64 divided by 10, and we would get 6.4. All right. Any questions? All right. That is type 1. Easy peasy. Not so bad. All right. Type 2. I think, personally, but I'm biased, that this is the easiest one. All right. Rewrite it. Let's rewrite it. We got 4. With there's a radical here. The root is 4, so we got 5x minus 12 equals 6 minus x with a radical and a root of 4. All right.
Somebody at the door.
All right. What do we do here? What do we do here? Raise it to what?
Some.
All right. What will we be left with? What does this take away?
4.
Yes, it gets rid of the radical, so we're left with 5x minus 12 equals 6 minus x. What's in front of this X? It's not written there. We could write a 1. Okay. So we got to get our variables on one side and our numbers on the other. All right. So I'm going to add 1x right here, and I'm going to cancel that out. So what am I going to add 1x to on the other side? 5x. Remember, we must only like terms. Okay. So now we have 6x minus 12 equals 6. Now what do we do?
Plus 12.
Plus 12 from each side. That'll cancel out. 6x is equal to what? 18. Last but not least, what do?
Divide.
We got to get that 6 times x and get rid of it. So we're going to divide each side by 6. And x is equal to?
3.
And that is type 2. All right, that is type 2. Any questions on type 2? Yay? Nay?
Yes, sir. Do we got a, no, I could get groups.
Huh? We're going to do some more practice. This next one is a wonderful one. All right. So let's look at this one. Type 3. Okay. And let's rewrite this. We have 4x. Now you can write this in your packet, by the way. Equals 2x. Okay. What might we do here first? Huh?
Minus 120.
Well, remember, that's stuck underneath the radical right there. What is on the ledge of that radical? It's not written, but it should. We could write that. It is a 2. So do you think it would be in our best interest to do what? We just did it in the past couple problems.
Raise it.
Raise it. Yeah. To what?
2.
2. Let's raise it to 2. All right. So then this we'll get rid of. We'll have 4x. And then what is 2 squared? 4. What does x squared become? Yes, x squared. All right, and then we have that. Now, we got to move some things around because this is going to be a situation. You need to take those out of yours. Please take them out. Thank you. All right. Now what do we do? We need to get everything to one side of the equation. Okay. Now we could bring that 4x over, but let's keep that positive. All right. So I'm going to subtract 4x. So I'm going to bring it over here and subtract 4x. And then I'm going to minus 120. And then I'm going to minus 120. You'll see. All right. Those all cancel out. And when I rewrite this, it's going to be 4x squared minus what?
I can't see it.
Minus what?
Minus 120.
Minus what?
4.
Minus 4x.
Oh, this the one.
Minus what?
Minus 120.
Minus 120. All right, and we can put a 0 over there because there's nothing over there. We left it by itself. All right. Now what must we do? Now what must we do? Can we factor it?
Do ABC.
Is that ABC? Guys, is this in ABC mode? It is, but there's something we can do first. What do we always got to check for? GCF. Is there a GCF amongst these?
Yeah, they all going too, I think.
They all go into 2. But remember, GCF is greatest common factor.
4?
Let's try 4. Does 4 go into 4?
Yes.
So those 2. Does 4 go into 120?
Yes.
Yeah. So negative 120 divided by 4 gives me negative 30. So if we pull out a 4, all right, and put this in parentheses now. We pull out a 4. What are we left with for this first thing?
4x to the second power.
Yeah, we'll have x to the second power minus what?
Minus 4.
You pulled out 4.
Minus 120.
Minus 4.
If this became x squared,
Minus
4,
4. What?
this became x squared from 4x squared, right? What is this going to become?
Plus, bro. Oh.
The same exact thing that just happened. All right? And then what happened when we divided this by 4? What did we get? Negative 30. All right, and we can add our little ones there. Okay.
Oh, that's because the only reason I got confused is because you only took a 4 under you saw it.
We could have divided all these by. Okay. So now this is though. Now we're set with our A, our B, and our C.
So 31, I'm like 31, negative 34 on top.
So yes, we're gonna talk about this. All right, now we can do our X. All right, remember, A times C, we got a B, we got something over A. Okay. All right, what is A times C here?
Negative 30.
Huh?
Negative 30. One.
What kind of one?
Negative 30.
All right, and our A is 1.
And which one going to be?
What are the factors of negative or factors of 30?
5 and negative 6.
We got 1 and 30, 10 and 3, and 5 and 6. Now, does one of these have to be negative?
Yeah, that's bigger.
The bigger number, because the bottom number is negative. Top number is negative, that means my signs will be different. Bottom number is negative, means my bigger number will be negative. Okay? So we have 5, we have negative 6. Okay? Now, we're not done yet. Okay? Now, remember, what do we do with the signs for these? Flip them. All right? So x will be equal to what? What or what? Well, what happened to the 5 if you're flipping the sign? Negative 5 or what? And there you have it.